What's up, y'all? Chapter 2 of Spirit Wars. We'll be reading it today. Y'all check it out. Tyrique rested his head in his hands. The air conditioning unit hummed in the background. The monotonous voices of his teacher, Mr. Summers, faded in and out. He glanced around the room. Kayla's long black hair swayed slightly as she repeatedly looked down at her notes and up at the board. Jose twisted his face as Mr. Summers spoke. Kayla's pencil flowed across his paper like an artist painting a masterpiece. Tyrique focused on the corner of the room where a spider spun a small web. It had already caught 2 flies. Tyrique cringed. He wondered how flies would taste. Why would anyone want to eat that? He loved eating hot wings. Tyrique. Mr. Summers was standing directly in front of him. His salt and pepper beard was freshly trimmed, but he had hair sticking out of his ears. Yes, sir. Mr. Summers flared his arms out, tightening the fabric in his sweater vest around his bulging gut. We are waiting on you to answer my questions so we can get on with class. Tyrique scanned the classroom for an answer. Every eye was on him, but none was looking helpful. He looked back at Mr. Summers. His nose twitched and the red pigment around the edge of his forehead and ears was beginning to color. Tyrique's phone vibrated in his lap. He quickly glimpsed down. It read, Jose, 4. 4, Tyrique said slowly. Mr. Summers turned and walked back towards the board. He wrote 4 at the other side of the equal sign. So let's do another problem, class. Tyrique looked over at Jose. He mouthed, appreciate that. De nada, Jose replied, smiling. Tyrique leaned back in his chair and exhaled. Tyrique shuffled out of class. Jose and Fred, 2 friends from the neighborhood, waited on him and Jose outside the door. What's up? Tyrique greeted. What's up? Jay gripped Tyrique's hand roughly. What's down? Fred grasped Tyrique's hand and shoved his shoulder into Tyrique's chest. Tyrique massaged his chest. Man, y'all need to chill out with that. We can't just dab each other down and that be it. Y'all trying to kill me. Jose greeted Jay and Fred with the same roughness they exhibited. Nah, you just soft. Jay shot a challenging look at Tyrique. Fred laughed. Yeah, that's what it is. You can't take no licks. Fred playfully punched Tyrique in the arm. Tyrique shoved him back. Man, shut up. I just don't want to have to knock y'all out for hitting me too hard. They both laughed. I never seen you fight before. You got them long, scrawny arms. Fred flicked his hand across Tyrique's small bicep. Jay whacked Fred's chest. Didn't he have that fight a few months back, remember? Chill, Tyrique lifted his hands up. No. You brought it up, Fred continued. The dude from Burnside came all the way to fight Tyrique. Man, they was slapping and kicking and doing all type of crazy stuff, Jay said. What about them wrestling moves? Fred yelled. They both burst into laughter. Jose chuckled. Jose, man. Tyrique frowned. I'm sorry. Jose covered his smile. Man, don't get mad, little Tata. It's funny. At least you didn't lose, Jay pestered. He didn't win either, Fred objected. Both guys laughed. Jose covered his mouth, but Tyrique could hear the squeaks coming from behind his hand. Tyrique shouldered Fred. All right. Fred's face twisted, pressing his broad chest against Tyrique. His nose smashed against the edge of Tyrique's chin. Don't play with me, boy. Tyrique's throat tightened. He clenched his fist. Don't play with me then. His voice didn't sound as intimidating. All right, break it up. Jose got in between them and pushed Fred back. It don't always have to go this far with y'all. We can't just be cool. Jose's tongue rolled fiercely. He the one getting mad, pushing up on me. Man, I'm not that dude from Burnside. I will drop you, Fred promised. Try me, Tyrique said between clenched teeth. Jay and Fred howled in laughter. They mocked Tyrique with exaggerated nasal voices. Fred walked up to Tyrique and slapped his shoulder. Man, I can't take you serious. I'm just messing with you. Tyrique slapped him back less forcefully. Well, stop. Tyrique hated when they did that. Let's get serious for a second, Jay butted in. Fred nodded. Everyone come in a little closer. I have a proposition. The 4 of them formed a small circle in the middle of the hallway. Jay licked his lips, forming a glossy glow over them. My cousin and a few of his friends have been doing some house jobs, and they've been getting a cool G off every single one. He sniffed, flaring his short, round nose. I asked him if he could show us how they do it, and we hit our own houses. Tyrique's chest tightened. He glanced over at Jose. He was already shaking his head. $1,000 was a lot of money, but stealing from people's houses? Tyrique couldn't do that. Hey, and before y'all sit there and get on your high horses and say no, these houses are in the hills on the other side of town. Nobody knows us over there, and they ain't missing nothing. They got money coming out the wazoo. $1,000 worth of stuff is chump change, Fred explained. Tyrique raised his eyebrows. Rich people had a whole bunch of stuff they didn't need. I'm out, Jose said. Man, I knew you was gonna say that. Nobody was expecting you to do it anyway, Jay said with a tinge of anger in his voice. Scary, Fred teased. They both turned their attention to Tyrique. You in? Jay's glossed lips parted. Yeah, he in. Look at his face. He think about that money, Fred said. He could do a lot around the house with $1,000. New clothes for him and his brothers, better beds, a new game. He could even buy some stuff for his mom. But stealing wasn't him. He was poor enough. He couldn't imagine taking something from someone else. Nah, I'm out too. Tyrique tried to walk away from the circle, but Fred gripped his arm. Let me go. Tyrique struggled to free himself. Creases formed around Fred's eyebrows. His swarthy face stiffened like a plastic mask. You are in. Tyrique pulled himself out of Fred's grip. No. Jose patted Tyrique on the back. It's cool, man. They just hungry. Tyrique nodded. I know. Fred stared at Tyrique with hate steaming from his eyes. The bell rang. Get to class! Miss Ford, the hall monitor, walked through the hallway. A tiny silver whistle was planted between her thin, chapped lips. Get to class! She blew her whistle. Tyrique and Jose proceeded to class. And that's the end of chapter 2. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Y'all, if y'all did, hit a like, comment. What was your favorite part? And if you would like to see more of this. And never forget, this life is not a fantasy. All your dreams can come true. Thank you.